Hey, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vicky, and in today's video we're going to be going over my second week check-in for April. So I'm a little late to the game, but we will be checking in, putting down stickers. In today's video, I will not be going over our sinking funds because we actually used quite a lot in the second week of April. So I'm going to do that as a separate video, and you'll see that one next. So if that sounds something interesting to you, go ahead and click that notification bell, or make sure you subscribe to our channel and follow along in our journey. We were debt-free, and then we went back into debt and we bought a car, and we financed a car, and we are building onto our home. So we're using our home equity line of credit. So that's the two things that we have going on in our lives. But in these videos that I do where I check in week over week, what I like to do is keep track of the four areas, the four categories that we keep track of. And that is gas, groceries, gas, dining out, and unexpected. And the reason I like to keep track is if there's weeks where I'm going over really crazily with the groceries, like you're going to see in week one, we spent $334. I kind of reined it in for week two. And because you check in with yourself, it is really helpful to just kind of keep on top of your expenses. Whereas at the beginning of my debt-free journey, or I should say even before I started, I was just spending money and putting it all on a credit card and, making the minimum payments and thinking that I was paying my bills. But I really didn't understand what was coming in and what was going out. And when I was starting, I just write out all my bills, but not factor in groceries and gas and dining out. And so this system has really helped me and my family. And I'm hoping that by, seeing how we do things, you don't have to put down stickers like I do. It's really just checking in with yourself. I think that's the most important thing. So if I can be an inspiration to you, I hope you follow along. With that, if you have any questions, let me know. But for now, what I'm going to do is put down stickers because I like to I like to color code my life. If you look at my work calendar, I color code appointments just to see which things are personal versus company calls versus customer calls. And so I do like to do this with my transactions as well. So you'll see here that blue is for groceries, gray is for gas, dining out is in purple, and yellow is miscellaneous. And then I also have my sinking funds in orange, and that's been really helpful. Also, I've really enjoyed Cara Jo Plan stickers. I think that she gives really good value for what you get, and so I'm always a big proponent of shouting her out. So let's go ahead and do the first thing. We spent $31.36 at Safeway, and that was on the 11th. I believe I came here and got yogurt and a few other things. Yep, grocery, vegetables and fruits. Grocery outlet, we went on the 13th, and this was milk and some cilantro and onions, and I think there was something else there too. Okay, next is gas. We are letting one of my brothers borrow one of our cars, and I'm not putting as much. I think I told you Costco is closed, so I've been going to Chevron, and I'm not doing it like before. I was going I would let it go to 3/4 and I would fill up. Now I'm just letting it go to half a tank, and this is what it costs for half a tank. Okay, so we went to put gas on the 11th for the Yukon, and then we're letting my brother borrow the Honda, and so we filled it up on Friday. Okay, and then let's see, I did eat out once, so I was actually really surprised at ourselves. You only see one purple here, and that was Safeway, and we had gotten chicken, but we went to Jack in the Box because I got a little lazy on Saturday. And not bad. I mean, in some months, like if we look back, we had more, we didn't have too much purple here, but like last year we were eating out a lot. Look at all this purple here. A lot of purple. So not bad, just 2. And on Saturdays. Okay, and lastly, our miscellaneous. So we had a fast track charge that, like every time we use the freeway, like HOV, where maybe Jim's using it, it automatically hits our card if it goes down. And then for Easter stuff, I went to Rite Aid and Target to get like Easter eggs to fill, as well as pre-filled eggs, and that was on the 14th. And my in-laws always get them Easter baskets, so I didn't worry about the basket part. I think I may have mentioned that in the previous video. And then I also ordered from Target vitamins and razors on the 14th to pick up. So it was funny, I had done a pickup order, but then I went in to see what they had for Easter. All right, so that is putting down the stickers for the second week of April. Now let's go ahead and check in and see where we're ending up with our month. Oh geez. Okay, let's talk through this because I am sick of doing lines and writing all this out. It's not that I'm sick of it. I really want the ability to not have to write out these lines and use my ruler anymore. So I've come up with something, and I'm excited to show you once it's done. But I think I'll still use my Erin Condren. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I'll have to make sure to remember to do my lines off camera. What I like about the Erin Condren planner is that the paper is really thick and it does not bleed through. And I write pretty heavy. So, all right. Okay, so for week 2, we spent $50.48. We spent $160.87 for gas. We spent $28.51 for dining out, and we spent $88.85 for unexpected. Let's get my calculator and go through this. You know what? Let's do it on the left because I'm going to be writing on the side. Hopefully you can see the calculator. Okay, so we had $415.41 remaining. We used $50.48, and that leaves us with $364.93. We have 2 weeks remaining, so let's divide it by 2, and that gives us $182 per week. I think that's okay. That works. I mean, look at how much we spent in week 1. That was crazy. Okay. The next one is we had $628.82 remaining for gas. We used $160.87. That leaves us with $467.95. Divide that by 2 weeks, and that gives us $233.97.98. The reason we have so much remaining is that I forgot that Jim was on spring break, so that saves us some money there. So we're going to be spending money. I had an $800 budget, which I probably didn't need to for the month of April, but I will be using that for the month of May. So, okay, $223.04 in dining out, and we used $28.51. That leaves us with $194 $182.53. And lastly, $182.56. Take away 88.85. $93.71. Oh, I didn't do, okay, 194.53 divided by 2. That gives us $97 for eating out per week, which should be fine. And then $93.71 divided by 2. That gives us $47 per week. Unexpected is always unexpected, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and total these and see how much we spent for the week 2 and how much we have remaining so far in total. All right. Okay, so we spent $328.71 for the week. That's actually a very low week for us. We usually average about $450 per week. So obviously this was above average. And like I was saying at the earlier part of the video was that this helps me rein in. So I knew I had spent a lot of money in this first week that I needed to not spend much money in the second week. And I'm still going to be cognizant, you know, of what I spend. So this lets me know that we have 2 weeks remaining and we have $561 roughly to spend per week, which we should be fine. And the reason I think is pretty much above average is because we're not using the gas that we normally would because of spring break. So that is our week 2 check-in. I'll leave it there. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Let me know if your budget went down a little bit, if you were spending less in certain areas because of spring break or because of Easter, if you spent more. I'd be curious to see how your week and your month is going. With that, I'll see you in the next video where I will check in with our sinking funds and true up our electronic sinking fund cash envelopes.